that out of your system?
And we're live.
And I'm the only one that dances to our little song because I can see you guys at the bottom. Just saying. Just saying.
I don't know what to say.
Okay. So how are we today? Happy Monday.
Yeah, happy
Monday.
Yes.
It's a Tuesday here, though.
It is Tuesday for you. Happy Tuesday to the other side of the world.
Right,
Yes.
right.
In the future where nobody gives me the lottery numbers. So it's fine. It's fine. So I am heading to a conference tomorrow.
Where?
In Michigan, not too far away, but I'm taking the Amtrak there, so that's exciting because I want to work the whole way and I'm going by myself. So I can work on the train. But yeah, it's a leadership, like a nonprofit leadership conference, and I'm doing a presentation Wednesday and Thursday. So
Wonderful.
it's very exciting, very exciting.
Let us know how it goes.
I will let you know. What are you guys going on this week? Anything exciting? Yeah. What do you got going on this coming week, Forrest?
Just the coming prep for a workshop that I'm going to be doing Sunday night and the launch of the challenge next week.
Do you want to tell us the challenge? Is this like one of your other challenges?
It's the Summer Money Reset Challenge, and the workshop Sunday is a Summer Money Reset Live. So I posted about it today. So everybody will be able to come on for free live Sunday night, join in, get all the info there, and then from there it will lead into the actual challenge itself.
Got it. What about you, Carol? What you got going on this week? Wait, are you doing the Nashville thing? Isn't like your whole world going to Nashville this week?
No, but I will be probably doing it online, virtual.
Got it. Okay.
Because I have got to have surgery soon. And so I'm seeing my surgeon this week.
Well, that's a good thing, too, because getting healthy is a great thing.
Of course, it's important to take care of these things. Yeah. But I am starting a new series. I will be posting that today. So, it's a 10-part series. So, yeah.
Love it.
Right.
Yep.
Yes. So, but I do know, like, I'm glad that they have some things virtual for you because I know the Shackley world is all descending upon Nashville for a few
Yes,
days.
it is. It is. And yeah, the only thing is I will miss the taste and take home part where you get to taste all the new products and take a sample home. And yeah, I always love that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Wait, you're Shackley. So
yes.
Verna's going. I know she's going.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's always fun. It's like going to old home week or alumni or family reunion, it's always fun.
Yeah.
And they used to pay every part of your way, the airfare, the hotel, the food, the gifts that they have in your room at night, everything.
Nice.
Yeah. I've had trips all over the world and it's been great. I just love being a part of their company. Yeah, I really do.
Nice.
Love it. All right, Dom, what do you got going this week? And then you can introduce our topic.
Okay, what I'm doing is I'm meeting up with a few people.
Ooh.
But you're going to
actual
have to
human
wait.
interaction?
Yeah. And it might be a few people that you know. So
great.
Stay tuned.
People I might know.
Maybe you'll tell us, huh?
No.
People, you mean people Sarah might know?
No, I think all of us. Like he met Donna for lunch a few months ago.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of who's on this list of Christine.
No.
You meeting Christine?
No, I'm not going to tell you. You're just going to have to wait.
You already met
and find out
Nick.
like
Didn't you
everybody
meet Nick or did you meet Nick?
No.
That was somebody else. Okay. That was Donna.
Sid met Nick.
Oh,
and
Sid.
It's not Nicole Johnson, is it?
No.
Okay.
But here's the thing. He's just going to say no to everybody because he doesn't want to tell us.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna say
we're probably like guessing.
hello to
And
Michael there. Hello, Michael. Cool cat. Mr.
oh, I was
Kitty.
like, how do we know
hello.
he's Michael? He didn't. Okay. Hello, Michael. All
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
nominate
my cat.
real names. We just see their screen names.
It's Michael,
Okay.
if you want to know. Michael, otherwise known as Mr. Kitty. Very, very knowledgeable chap, I must say. Certainly,
Knowledgeable about cats or something else?
knowledgeable about most things.
Oh, got it.
Sciences
Okay.
and the like. Is very.
And
yeah,
I hope he knows I'm just teasing. So
Yeah,
I figured he had more knowledge beyond cats.
Yeah, everybody teases everybody else where I come from.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you will find out on your Thursday night, my Friday.
Ooh, I'll be watching.
All right.
All right, that sounds exciting. So what are we talking about today? What's our first topic of conversation?
Okay, this is our start. Does authenticity mean showing up exactly the same on every platform, or is it a way about staying true to your message and values while adapting your message to suit different audiences?
Staying true to your values and the message, not showing up the same. You could show up in a ballet costume, Dominic, but long as you stay true
Please,
to your
I need to see that.
No,
I need Dom in a tutu
Yeah,
and with
I do
sparkles.
not. No,
Okay.
no.
That would be. I don't know if it's a dream or a nightmare, Dom. I'm sorry.
Well, I'd certainly do that for charity. If anybody out there wants to sponsor me,
that is true. I would do a lot for charity.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
But I think. Go ahead, Dom.
From my point of view, it's putting on a different persona for LinkedIn, putting on a different persona for Facebook, for Instagram, for Reddit, for TikTok, for Substack.
Well, I'm gonna go with, so I am a little bit different on Substack and LinkedIn simply because I'm more wordy on Substack. Like if you go read the things I post there,
You're allowed
it would
to be
horrendous.
wordy on Substack. That's
sure. But I'll go with my Reddit. Oh, I'm not a different person, but I'm mouthy on my Reddit. I'm just saying, I'm way more mouthy on my Reddit than I am on any other places. I'll go off on people because
actually the one platform that I'm more mouthy on is, I'm going to call it Twitter, not X.
You're still on X.
I don't use the word X. I call it Twitter still. I am basically anonymous, so I won't tell you my username. But yeah, I get on there and I'm a little bit more antagonistic.
Sure.
But from my point of view, you've got several platforms, and the two platforms I'm going to single out are Facebook and LinkedIn. I'm going to single them out because you can split. You have a business profile and you have an individual personal profile on both of those. So from my point of view, I can understand. Now I'm going to use Facebook as an example. I could understand if you were to keep your Facebook personal profile and your business profile separate. But I can also understand blending some of your work so that people who are your friends on Facebook, who, for me, from my personal point of view, I've carefully curated them rather than just letting random people join. And it's generally me reaching out to someone that I have met, more than likely on LinkedIn, and introducing them to my world as well. But at the same time, it doesn't hurt to blend some of the business posting and pushing it forward to your personal profile. Discuss.
So, Forrest, go ahead. What are your initial thoughts?
I was just gonna say that I never thought of the concept of showing up differently based on the platform. Like, I am who I am. So I would never do that. Like, and I don't go on platforms concealing myself so I can say things that I normally wouldn't say to other people. I just don't have the time to deal with people.
Let me.
They would drive me crazy.
And I'm with you. I will clarify that I'm not saying I'm a different person on Reddit, because I am who I am, and I will say anything. And well, with the exception of Carol, I think both Dominic and Forrest have heard my opinions on a lot of stuff. But that's just where I put more opinions, right, on things that aren't leadership in HR. I still put all of that stuff everywhere else, but I'm not going to put on Facebook and Substack and LinkedIn my opinion on abortion or the president, or do you get my point? And so I stick with that over on Reddit.
So then what you're saying, if I understand you, is that you have your professional persona on the other platforms, but then your personal life, you go and you express your opinions, and that part I can understand.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's
right, yeah, that part I can understand. All right. But,
yeah. But I also when it comes to most of my business stuff, like you guys see, I merge my personal and my business because I live in my house, I work in my house, I have, like, my consulting is part of me. But you also see that I have a dog and 2 kids, and I go to concerts, and I say those things, whether I'm on lives or I'm posting about it or whatever. I kind of don't hide my life, right, at all. I just take the political conversations away from my business, in a sense. So I just don't feel like those have to mesh. I don't know, but part of the problem is with, not problem or whatever, but part of the topic of this was Hey, Sophia.
Hi, Sophia.
Was being authentic by saying, like, I don't post those things on all social medias. Does that mean I'm not being authentic?
No, not at all. Like, I mean, you can have different profiles for personal and business. That's authentic. For me, like, to answer Dominic's question, my definition of authentic inauthentic would be showing up on one or more platforms one way and then going and showing up on another platform completely different. And I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. On one platform, you know, everybody has equal rights. We're all equal, blah, blah, blah. And then on another, then you go and you sneak over to another platform, and you're like, we need to get all of these non-white people out of this country and take it back and all of that stuff. Now, that's completely inauthentic. Like, you're hiding your racism at that point.
I love your accent for a racist. It's very, very funny.
Yeah, so that's what Dominic like that. There's a lot of New York ones up here too. So, you know, it's. I don't mean to besmirch Southern people.
By all means, no, they do not feel besmirched. It's fine. So I agree. I agree. That would be definitively inauthentic to do that. Back to the simple example, though, I don't think, like, if I post one thing on one social media and something else somewhere else, like today, I picked 2 different quotes out of my blog. One got posted on LinkedIn, another quote got restacked on Substack. I don't think that that's inauthentic to have different posts on different platforms. Am I making, like?
Yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, because you're also preaching to an audience, and you want to tailor and curate all your information for the audience that you have.
I agree.
And if the audience you have wants to hear you become a black sheep, then so be it. But there are going to be some certain platforms that you want to be curated for your audience. So, if you know, for Sarah, if you want to talk about your coloring books, and most of the audience is more interested in HR leadership, then that's a little bit different then, as I see it.
Correct. Yeah, sure. You do have to fit into your audience and what they want. And I don't think feeding into your audience and providing the service, the thing, the tangible widget even that they want is the bad thing. I don't think it's inauthentic. I mean, we see that with startups all the time, where it's like what the three guys started creating in their basement is not their final product, because once they figured out what people actually want, the product turned from X to, you know, option D5, because they've went through so many iterations. So I don't think that's inauthentic. I think that's, and I don't have the right word for it. What am I going for here? It's, and I don't like feeding your client, because I that seems a little weird. But it's providing the service that people want. If you're trying to sell a service that nobody wants, you're never going to sell it. You're going to be poor. So you got to find the service people want, right? If Forrest does this thing on Sunday, and well, no, on Sunday it's live, so you don't necessarily know how many people watch. So if Forrest decides to sell a course and nobody buys the course the first 3 times he tries to offer it and market it and things, then he needs to probably rename the course. You get my point? Like, and I just use you as an example because you have the one coming up. At bare minimum, you rename it and try to do a different way of marketing. I don't think it's inauthentic to try to change that.
No, that's all part of the learning process. Please, I've put stuff out there before. I've put on webinars and nobody showed up. Yeah. So at that point, you got to step back and think to yourself, okay, what can I do differently next time? That's just learning and growing. That's got nothing to do with authenticity. Now, if I started being and lying about stuff in order to get people to sign up, now that's fraudulent and inauthentic at best.
That lying concept, actually, I'm going to get Carol. What is your opinion? Because I know that with your product line, with so many people out there, right, that are in the Shackley world, there's had to have been a few people, and I don't want you to name names by any shape, but there have to have been a few people that have stretched the truth to get people to buy the product. Would that be accurate?
Yes. When I first started, people didn't know how to take care of themselves, really. I mean, supplements were not in the norm. I mean, nobody took supplements. So I had to start out with a lot of education, and also what they need to look for in supplements. And so those first people that I picked up over 40 years ago are still all with me, because I spend a lot of time with them. I used to have dinners at my home, and if they wanted to get it wholesale, they had to come to my meetings. It was required. And I can remember people saying afterwards, oh my gosh, they're so fun. I'm so glad I had to come. I would have never known all this. Now I find that I pick up people on social media, and they just want one thing that they saw there, or maybe they are wanting to go with a home and they don't want to pollute their environment anymore, their home or the environment. So they start buying some cleaners, but they never look into anything else. I mean, my original people, they do what we call Shackley-ize their whole house. They use everything. And they buy a lot every month. And that's what keeps me in business.
Yeah, and I love that. I love that you trained your people, and I agree. Can you agree though that from an inauthentic point of view, there has to be the yous in the world that didn't train their people, and those people don't have.
You know what they do?
The tools.
They take the results that they see out there for our company, because our company does the pharmaceutical trial and error and testing on everything. And no product comes out until they've done trials for at least 5 years. I'm losing this. And so they use the for C, vitamin C, and they say all the things that vitamin C does, and they've been proven to, and the results in the clinical trials are, but that's not their clinical trials. So that's like lying. They're using.
Oh, sure.
other-
I see what you're saying.
They're not. Yes,
Other
because
companies are using
most
your
companies do not try clinical trials on their own stuff.
Ah,
Got it.
There
I
probably
see
only
what you're
three.
getting at.
There's probably only 3 out there in the whole world that do that. So they take the clinical results from some other company that does it. Then they can say, the proof in this is the clinical trials. Now we can outsell that company because we're going to lower the price. And of course they can, because they haven't spent the millions doing all the clinicals on all the people. And that takes money and time. So people don't realize that, and they lie.
No, and that's what I was getting at. I think that in every industry there is a potential of that inauthenticity.
There is.
Is inauthenticity a word, or is it just not being
yeah,
authentic?
inauthenticity. I don't know.
I think it's just inauthentic.
Inauthentic is a word, but I'm not sure, Sarah. Google it.
Hey, I will do that, but I just made up a word. I'm becoming George Bush today. Okay, so it's fine.
If there's authentic, you'd have to think there would be inauthentic.
No, inauthentic is a word. I just don't think inauthenticity is a word.
And we'll make it a word.
I never heard it.
So I don't think it is.
But another comment you were talking about lying to do something. Okay, now give me the definition between when you embellish something and you're just laying on a bit of mayo and just a little bit just to get people interested. Where is the line or line in the sand between embellishment and just outright lying?
Okay, so I'll give an example. There's a restaurant down the street here that their sign says they're the #1 burger in Chicago. Let's start with you're not in Chicago. You're in Hoffman Estates, okay? And so if somebody's watching, I don't care. It's a sign. So yes, a little bit of embellishment. A sign that says they're the #1 burger in Chicago. Who cares? Do you like the burger? Try the burger. Maybe it's your favorite burger, whatever. A little bit of embellishment, I don't think hurts anyone, right? If Forrest is like, I'm the best business freedom strategist in the world, I don't know. He might be one of only 5 people that actually gave themselves that title. Who knows? He might be the best business.
But then that's a very subjective claim also. Right. So people can make claims. They could say best burger in Chicago if they're actually in Chicago.
That was my problem with the sign. Every day I go by it.
Yeah, because people, there's so many restaurants in New York that are like, we're the best, we're the best, we're the best. Okay, but that's a subjective thing. You might be the best at this. Maybe you're the best who makes it this way.
The best chowder or the best dessert.
I mean, people can say they're the best all day long, and who can really tear it down and dispute it? Unless you're the person who claims you're the best at everything, then clearly we know you're full of it. So.
But I think a little embellishment, like if I'm talking about my coloring books, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so fun. I know you'll have fun. You'll also learn along the way. Da 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 da. I'm telling you, you're gonna have fun. I don't know. Maybe you hate coloring, right? Yeah. Like you get them and not
you wouldn't have fun.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. Right. So a little bit of. I think a little bit of embellishment is fine as long as you don't get too
involved. Just don't go overboard.
Yeah. Like you can't say that chocolate cures cancer.
Yeah. Right. It's just putting a little bit of mayonnaise on it, just a teaspoon, not the whole jar.
Yeah.
Right. But you can say, using Shackley, you can say Shackley will make you healthier. if you use the products, if you take vitamins, it'll make you healthier.
Yeah.
Valid.
That's
but right, Forrest, if you say it'll cure cancer, then no.
Oh, you would be in trouble with the AMA if you did that.
Right, exactly.
You could say, I no longer have thus and such, because you're just telling a story. But boy, you have to be really careful about making claims. Anything to do with health.
Well, yeah, that's a food and drug thing.
Yes, it is.
But see, I don't have a problem with Dominic saying he's the best drone operator in Australia, because
he probably is.
But it's a subjective thing, and maybe he has a special technique and he truly feels I'm the best. Right. I will claim without feeling inauthentic that my framework works when it is applied. Yes. If you do the things that I say, it's been proven throughout the modern financial world that if you pay yourself first, if you pay down debt, if you invest, if you do these things, you will succeed financially. So I can make that claim all day long. And I might even say like I think I'm the best at what I do. Like there's you got to have confidence in yourself.
That's right.
Sarah can likewise say, I think I'm the best at what I do. Like I feel with my experience and my approach, no one's going to give you. Otherwise, like, why would you even go pitch to a company or a person?
Hello, Donald.
Why would they buy from you if you don't think you're the best person for them to work with? I mean, come on.
And that's a good point. I like that point, because
Don just
you're saying, you're putting it that you're the best, the work with me. And some of us have said we have the best products. But as we know, and I've learned through being a part of LinkedIn, that you're selling yourself, actually. So you have to sell yourself first.
You got to sell yourself, definitely.
For them to listen to why your product is the best on the market.
Genius. Yeah. The man is a genius as usual.
Yeah.
And I agree with Don here. Superlatives are usually unprovable, right? I'm the greatest, I'm the best, I'm the whatever. And he's like, but if you give anything that's truly measurable, like he said with Dom, you can't be the only drone pilot in Australia, right? Yeah. And so that makes sense, right? Those superlatives are okay. I don't think that those are lies.
Yeah, no.
Per se.
Not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, if you say, anything in a sense, like even if you start using numbers, I'm the number one of how many, right? A lot of one. Well, and I'll give an example.
Or one of 1,000.
Well, I'll give an example. When I was when I was younger, you'd have the conversation of, oh, I was valedictorian or whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, I was 16th in my class. I wasn't great. But then people find out eventually that I only graduated with 47 people. Okay. So like
that changes the dynamic, right?
When you have 400 or 500 people, 60 is not bad.
Yeah.
But when you guys went 47, did Sarah go to class or not? I'm not sure.
Right.
So anything that can be a number, right? It's how you portray it too. I think like statistics can make or break something. What are your thoughts on that with statistics? Right? You don't want to listen to Donald. Rumor has he wears army boots at the weekend. He's just like, what? Well, I'm wondering, does that mean he's in the National Guard, or does he just wear army boots around the backyard? One is fine. The other one's a little weird if you're wearing, army boots with your shorts to mow the lawn. Okay, let's not do that.
I wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me that Donald would do that.
I don't know what Don looks like, but now I'm picturing him in army boots with tall white socks and shorts mowing the lawn.
I've seen that.
Surprise me.
I've seen a guy with an Outback hat, khaki shorts, a wife beater, and army boots mowing the lawn. I've seen that literally.
Well, and Donald's not answering now, so I have a feeling he's going to go take a picture of himself in the army boots and send it back. I'm sorry, Donald. I should not tease you. I don't know you from a hole in the ground.
So now let me ask, if I could interject, let me ask a question.
What is
do you have a standard that you require of other people before you'll do business with them? For instance, somebody could have the best whatever, and it's great, it's fantastic, but would you push aside who that person is as an individual, their character, and just say, I just want the product or I just want the service that they provide. I don't need to worry about who they are as a person. Does the character of the person or their beliefs ever come into any decisions you make when you choose to do business with someone?
It depends. So, like, if I'm at the farmer's market and I'm buying sourdough bread, I could care less what your politics and life choices are, right? Like, I'm not, like, I don't care. I want this. Do you make good sourdough?
You're not asking. Yeah.
Right, I don't even care. So, you were looking down, Dom, when I already posted that up there. I'm laughing at the go-go shorts for sure.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I was
but
looking down for.
I think, yeah. But I think for me, I do, like, my job is consulting, right? So I have stopped working with companies because I find out that not only do they do something unethical, but they don't want to change it. Like, they knew about it and they don't want to change it. And they want me to fix around it and leave that. And I won't do it. I will not do it. So, so the answer is yes. I have started things with people thinking everything was great and we had a good rapport in the initial conversation. And then I find out some underlying problem that they're not, I've walked away from places.
Yeah.
One place I gave their money, full money back. The other ones they didn't get the deposit back. But the one I was like, no, you didn't know, but you can't fix it right now. Here's your money back. Try to fix your problem. And
in my case, it's a little different when you're dealing with products versus counseling. And
Correct.
So when I meet with a person, and usually I sit down face to face if I can, and when I've wasted hours with people who really don't want it. I don't know why they made the appointment with me. It's crazy. So I have learned to take a shortcut. And my shortcut is, let's say they have fibromyalgia. And I picked that because I had that and I don't have it anymore. And I know it's because I gave my body what it needed to heal. So my first question is, how bad do you really want to be well? And a person who really wants to be well will come back immediately and say, I give anything to be well. But a person who sits there for 30 seconds, and I've learned to shut up and be quiet and just wait and count the seconds. Because if they're waiting, they're contemplating, now if I get well, I don't get any attention. If I get well, I have to go back to work. If I get well, and they really don't want to get well. And so I've learned to cut the time there. So anybody out there who's working with products, you can waste a lot of time and not sell anything because they're not interested in getting and feeling better, no matter what you say. So don't waste your time on them.
Well, and I think that Forrest has dealt with that, haven't you, with the business, the financial side of things. People claim they want to fix everything.
Oh God, yes.
But they don't want to do the work.
Yeah, no, right? they don't. They fall into two categories. There's people who will tell you all day long, I'm a mess, I need help, I gotta fix this. Your information's beautiful, your program's beautiful, I know this is what I need.
I'll answer that in a second.
Then when it comes time to pay, all of a sudden they can figure it out on their own. So that's that person. But then there's another curious type of person that I've run into from time to time. They will pay me and we will start working together. I mean, and they will pay me in full up front, which is I require because I've had too much bad experience in the past. They pay me in full up front. They're entitled to their services. I'm here ready to deliver the services to you, and they ghost me. Why would you do that?
You just gave me money.
Yeah, you gave me money. I'm here. I'm not ghosting you. I'm here why would you ghost me? And I come to find out it's because when it's time to show and prove, as we say, they don't want to do it. They're like, they're scared. They're like, oh my God, now I really have to do something. And I no longer have excuses for why my life is such a mess.
Maybe they love the mess.
Yeah, if I show up and he tells me what I need to do to fix it, now I'm obligated to be better and do better. And that's what people are afraid of. So, yeah, I run into those two types of people.
And I love that you just used my tagline, do better, be better. Okay.
Yeah. You must do better.
Right.
Just move on.
yeah. And it is amazing the level of people that don't want to become better. And it happens in businesses too. So I'm going to actually answer, Kat is Michael, right, Dominic?
Michael, yep.
Yeah. So Michael, I'm going to answer your question. So I don't necessarily agree that HR departments generate the work they undertake. Here, I'll put it up here for a second.
I was just going to do that, yeah.
But I do agree that management does not take on the things they should take on, and they throw it at HR and expect them to handle it. If most companies worldwide, depending on your size, because some bigger ones would probably have to have like a few, but if a lot of the normal size companies just went to a fractional HR where the person handled things as they came up and they had a payroll system that handled payroll and this, that, and the third, if managers actually did what they were supposed to do and manage their team, you wouldn't need as much HR help as some of these companies feel they do. So I don't think we need to scrap HR. We just need to get it into a different realm. And we need to start thinking, why does everything fall on HR when something goes bad in the company? Why is it their job to fix it when two people are arguing? Why aren't the managers managing? Mm-hmm. So I could do a whole show on that alone, but to me, it's not all an HR problem. It's why aren't managers managing? Mm-hmm. And we've all been there. Raise your hand if you've worked for a manager that was horrible.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Right. We've all been there, done that. So
it's different when you're teaching. It would be the principal that's over the school.
Sure.
Yeah. And I had a bad one time.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, so it doesn't matter who your manager is, right? A principal can be a bad manager just like anything else. Right. And if you're not managing your team, HR cannot do everything for you. It's as simple as that.
Right. I would love to respond to who's wedging big?
Call him Paul.
Paul. So, Paul, the reason why people don't want to get better ties back to something Carol said earlier. And I wanted to say something about it, but I didn't want to cut her off. She said, if I get better, then people won't feel sorry for me and blah, blah, blah. And that was something that I learned from Tony Robbins years ago, that he said, why would a person enjoy feeling miserable? Why?
Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Because he said, people only do the things that they get something out of. Like, you don't do anything that you don't get anything out of. And what that miserable person gets out of being miserable is sympathy, like Carol said. Oh, woo, 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 poor you. You know, we feel so sorry for you. And then they can just, curl up in their blanket of misery and feel good about themselves. But if they did something, if they stepped out of that and had to actually be better, now, number one, they're not getting the sympathy from other people. And then number two, now they have to take personal responsibility for themselves.
Right.
And it's not just about health. With Forrest, his example was people who don't want to actually be better with money.
Yeah.
And actually, I was talking to somebody this morning, and we were talking about a mutual person we know who is so bad with money that in order to not be homeless, a family member bought them a house. And I'm sitting here thinking,
Wow.
I love my family. Okay. I love them.
Wow.
I would have couches to sleep on, possibly for short periods of time. But there would be nobody that would say, I'm going to buy you a house. Right.
Wow.
So
can I be adopted?
That's what I think. I've found the wrong family. But
wow.
That is a level of that person does not want to step up. That person didn't say, hey, I lost my job or whatever. Can I sleep on your couch for a minute while I figure things out? They were so not wanting to figure things out that in order for them to not be homeless, somebody bought them a house just because I don't even know what. But getting better isn't always just about health.
Right.
It's about finances. It's about your mentality of life. Right? If you wake up every day and I'm not even talking about depression. I'm talking just the negative Nellies out there. Mm-hmm. If you wake up every day and you're like, the world sucks and it's never going to get better.
Mm-hmm. So that's what you get.
Right.
Because what you think and what you speak creates your life. And so if you want a life that's uplifting, then you've got to be uplifting and a positive person yourself. Mm-hmm. I mean, you could never run a business being like that. People who decide to run a business will not succeed if they're negative and complaining. Mm-hmm. No, they won't. And so, dealing with people, it's the same thing. And you think, oh, I've always thought I can help them. And maybe you can, but maybe you can't. And you have to realize, Forrest, we can't help everybody.
Yeah.
No matter what our desire and our heart says, you just cannot have. There's some that just don't want it. So next.
All right.
Yeah.
So we have about 4 minutes left. I do want to say Negative Nelly made me think of Little House on the Prairie. And if you haven't watched it, the new Little House on the Prairie on Netflix is good. All right. So there's Sarah's plug for Netflix for a second. We are going to round out like we always do with Dominic. So make sure you have your joke for us, Dom, to round us out here in a second.
I just want to put a question without notice. If you're going to make something, would you use canned tomatoes or would you use fresh tomatoes?
It depends on what I'm making.
Okay.
And
right now in America, canned.
Our vegetables here are
it's the same. And lettuce. No, it's a bit of a
But also, I would use tomatoes.
Oh my! You people and you.
I'm just giving you crap, Dom. All right, so let's do our quick round robin here, and then Dom can end us out. So, Carol, who are you, and why should people reach out to you?
Well, I'm Carol Gator, and I happen to be 87 years old, and I am alive, thriving, running a business, having fun, singing in choirs, going here and there to concerts, and I am vitally active. So
love it.
If you want to be active in your older age, some people say old age, I just say older, then see me. I will be more than happy to give you keys into longevity and helping your body to stay healthy and active all the days of your life.
I love it. Forrest, why should people reach out to you?
I feel people should reach out to me because I can help them have less stress with their money, less stress with their business, and more peace pursuing the life that they really intended to pursue when you were young and free and didn't realize how rough this world was, and you made all of the mistakes that we all make and all of that stuff. I'm here to help you avoid the mistakes. And if you have already made the mistakes that I've made, I've worked my way out of them before you, so I can help you get out of them faster. So if you have a business where you want to be more profitable where you want to buy back your time, or you're even thinking about selling that business and cashing out at top dollar, I can help you with those things.
I love it. I am Sarah. I'm with Off the Beaten Path Consulting. I am an HR and leadership consultant. I am not a coach. I tell you what the problem is, and I tell you how you're going to fix it. We're not going to do it for 6 months. We're going to do it in short periods of time. But all of what I do is mainly boring. So I have leadership development coloring books. You can check those out in the link. Dominic, you're rounding us out.
Okay, well, the basis behind me is, I'm Dominic from Northside Hawk, and I live in Melbourne as a licensed drone pilot. I help businesses create stunning aerial visuals for your property, for your event, for your project, and for pretty much everything except weddings. I just won't do weddings because of the sheer magnitude of the BS that keeps floating around.
Sure.
And
Right.
I want to take just a minute to be serious for once and talk about mental health. Hello, Edward. And I'm a person that loves joking about, but sometimes there's a point to be serious, and mental health struggles are not always visible. They can look like exhaustion, isolation, lost interest, or smiling while carrying a private storm. Talking about it doesn't necessarily fix it, but it does mean it will help you a little bit. And the silence will often make it a lot heavier. So check in on people, speak honestly, seek support. Your mind deserves care and not performance.
I agree.
Just before I go,
Very good.
Thank
you.
Just before I go, I was chatting to a mate of mine recently, and he met a one-armed typist that was just doing the capital letters. And the guy turned around and said, "Is that shift work?" And on that bombshell.
Oh my gosh, everyone, we will see you next week. We will see you next week.